Alright gamers, welcome back to episode 9 of Farms Up. I know I said I was going to stream yesterday. I was busy yesterday, so I didn't stream, but I will be streaming later today. Be excited for that. Or don't. Or just watch the farms out. Anyway, back on it. I was definitely not on my accounts too much yesterday, unlike the previous days of being good noodle. We were back on it, okay? Usually they kick me out at night, so honestly I stopped kicking it out myself. That means I'm gonna have to start sending out my guys again sooner to make sure I'm getting the one troop build, because I generally don't remember if it's not immediate. Alright, perfect. First farm done. So first question from y'all, or comment, by EM Opposition. You disrespected me and the rest of chat by calling us Brainrot. I'm disappointed. Guys, if y'all have never been to these streams, you guys really should show up. I haven't been streaming as much as I should have, but they really are gas. They're super fun. Usually, I mean, we're just kind of chilling and, you know, going over game stuff and training barbs and not doing anything too crazy. Unlike other streams or kind of like watch parties, like we don't really watch like a lot of KVKs or look over a lot of Ark of Osiris stuff. It's just a lot of just very personal stuff and talking about game theory and stuff like that. I'm not homosexual, I'm homosexual. I f dudes, and only dudes. And coaching, of course. Next farm and next question. Coming straight from it's CM. He says, I'm in a competitive high A seed kingdom. I have a few farms, so I'm really lazy about managing them after burning out from sending them out too often. I currently gather on 500 million of each resource per month. At my peak, I gather 2 billion each in a month. In your opinion, what's the sweet spot for managing farms to avoid burnout while still gathering enough resources to fight during KVK? I send them out once a day or once every 2 days, depending on my mood. I would think of it less as the sweet spot of sending them out per day. I'd say the number one thing is if you're burnt out, you don't want to get on your farms too much, but you can still chain and stuff like that. I would heavily consider just swapping all your troops to T4 to help me out an absolute ton. Another thing that I would say is when we're thinking about how we use farms, you have to think of a way to integrate it faster. So right now, the burnout comes because you hop on your phone, you cycle through all of them. I would consider doing some kind of multi-box setup where you have them all in different accounts and it just pops up from like Nox or BlueStacks or something like that. Those tend to help people that have experienced a lot of burnout in the past. I personally don't use them, and obviously, personally, I don't gather that many resources, sadly, but I should. In the past, I used to use them and it made everything a lot easier because you just open everything up, go boom, 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 boom without having to switch accounts. It's much faster and it feels a lot better to do. That would be my suggestion. I mean, if you can hop on your farms 3 times a day, generally you should be all right, but 500 mil a month is just probably not going to cut it, if I'm being honest, for a competitive high A seed. But switching to T4 is probably your best bet here. Okay, return my little belly. Pause my Belisarius. Blast the Romans. That guy, hold up, just came out and sounded wrong. Maybe that's just me. I can't even, changing the side doesn't even help it. Absolutely Jover. All right. Next question is coming from Waj. Hey 12, question for video 9. I have a fully maxed Archer March and was looking to make a second with YSG as a transition piece. Gear is better for infantry but with less skill damage comms. In Inf, I was wondering what I should do. Personally, right now, I don't think it's a great idea to build a second Archer March. I would consider doing something with cavalry if you have like a spare YSG. It used to be the move to where you would just go for Scipio and YSG, and while that March is not necessarily terrible now, I would heavily consider just going for like Hugh Kubing or QV YSG. It's a pretty good combo, especially if you have access to like an artifact. It's either an artifact or relic. It's what changes all the bonuses for one troop type to all troop types. If you can put that on the back of QB, it seems very, very strong from where I sit. And it's a March that with or without relic or artifact, can't remember which one it is, but even without that, people are still running that combo, and I ran that combo and it did pretty well for me as well. So I wouldn't build a second Archer March. You could build an Infantry March and probably not be crucified for it, but I would heavily consider just going for a Cavalry March instead. Okay, one more farm for us. Yeah, as of right now, I currently have over 700 sculptures, so I can expertise any commander I'm kind of looking for, but it's almost certainly going to be Wallace. I look at Wallace every day, and then I was thinking about the other commanders. Again, after I make the video, maybe I'll change my mind, but I highly doubt it. I just don't think I have it in me. I think Wallace is probably just the pick for me, from what I've heard and seen. I saw a couple people in comments saying differently, but from the people I talked to, I'd have to see like really experienced players being like, this is why I run him, or this is why I run him. Maybe some people that I've like played alongside a little more. Anyway, that's gonna be it for Farms Out, episode 9, guys. Have yourselves an absolutely wonderful day. If you guys enjoy this type of content, be sure to drop a like, a comment, consider subscribing. If you guys want to help support the stream financially, please consider donating to the Streamlabs link in the description below. And if you guys are looking for coaching yourselves, it's 35 bucks for an on-stream session, 75 bucks for an off-stream session. And to schedule it, again, you just make a ticket in the Discord below. Have yourselves a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all later.